Today we will be working on Module 1, Lesson 13, and we will be dividing decimals by whole numbers, and we will use what we know about place value understanding and the written method to help us with this. I'm going to start by showing you how we can use a place value chart to help us with our first division problem. 9/10 divided by 3. Over here on the place value chart, I have drawn in 9/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those discs represent my 9/10 because they are in the tenths place. And in order to divide them by 3, I need to put them into 3 equal groups. So when I group these into 3 equal groups, I end up with 1, 2, 3/10 in each group. So my answer is 3/10. So I had my 9/10. I divided them into 3 equal groups, and I ended up with 3/10 in each group. Another way that we can look at this is applying what we know with the written method. Let's look at our next problem. We have 24/100 divided by 4. I'm going to rewrite that in word form. 24/100 divided by 4. When I'm looking at this now, I'm not looking at a decimal point. So this makes it easier for me to see 24 divided by 4. And I know that 24 divided by 4 is 6. And since we are working with hundredths, my answer must also be hundredths. So 24/100 divided by 4 would be 6/100. And then I can record that in standard form. Remember, if you're still getting stuck, use your place value chart to help me. I have 6/100, so I would put my 6 in the hundredths place, my decimal doesn't ever move, and then I would need to fill that with a 0 to hold the place. So I have 0.06 to represent 6/100. Let's take a look at another way. 3 groups of blank tenths is 1 and 5/10. 1 and 5/10 divided by 3 equals blank. Here we are going to apply what we know about the relationship between multiplication and division. 3 groups of, so this is saying 3 times something equals 1 and 5/10. So how many tenths do I need to get 1 and 5/10? Remember the strategy that we just used. I want to think of my 1 and 5/10 as 15/10. When I look at it that way, I can see that 3 times 5 would be 15. So because my units are tenths, it must be 5/10. Now when we're looking at this with the inverse operation of division, I'm looking at this the same way. I'm looking at 1 and 5/10 as 15/10 divided by 3. 15 divided by 3 equals 5. So 15/10 divided by 3 equals 5/10. Down here I have 5 groups of blank thousandths is 45 thousandths. So 5 times something will give me 45 thousandths. Think about looking at this in written form. When we're looking at this in written form, it's easy to see that I have 5 times something equals 45 thousandths. Well, I know that 5 times 9 is 45. And since my units are thousandths, it must be 9 thousandths. And again, looking at this the other way with division. 0 and 45 thousandths divided by 5. I'm looking at 45 thousandths in word form, dividing that by 5, and I get 9 thousandths. 45 divided by 5 is 9. We're discussing thousandths, so the unit must stay thousandths. One more way to show you how we can break this apart a little bit further. 2 64/100ths divided by 2. I'm going to split this into two different problems. So I'm going to look at it as 2 ones divided by 2. And I'm going to look at it as 64/100ths divided by 2. 2 ones divided by 2 equals 1. 64/100ths divided by 2 equals 32/100ths. So I can now write that in standard form as 1 32/100ths. And that's it for today.